Good morning.
Good morning.
So bear with me. When I think of the wisdom and scope of God's plan, I fall to my knees and pray to the Father, the creator of everything in heaven and on earth. I pray that from his glorious, unlimited resources, he will give you mighty inner strength through his Holy Spirit. And I pray that Christ will be more and more at home in your hearts as you trust in him. May your roots go down deep into the soil of God's marvelous love, and may you have the power to understand, as all God's people should, how wide, how long, how high, and how deep his love really is. May you experience the love of Christ. Through it is so great that you will never fully understand it. Then you will be filled with the fullness of life and power that comes from God. May God put a blessing on this reading. So, most people know me. And you know, I don't usually do things the way the average human does it. And that is evident of me being up here. Most people are begged to come up here and do a presentation, and I actually volunteered. And so, here I am. And because I also don't usually do things the way everybody does them, I'm actually not going to give you my own Frontline moment. I'm going to do it a little differently. I stand before you because I have been the front line of other people. Primarily my grandmother, Mert, and she was I was her front line. And then my mother-in-law I was her front line. So she joined in when I started dating her son. And then of course I married him. That's how she became my mother-in-law. Because of their cards with little scriptures, daily words, books, and daily examples of how they live their lives, loving fully not only me, but all in their path. I am here because of that love. Although brought up in a Presbyterian church, joining the choir, attending Sunday school, and playing the bells, I don't feel I was anyone's front line. Although I attended an all-girls Methodist boarding school in North Yorkshire and attended church daily, I don't feel I was anyone's front line. Well, you know, that's actually not true. I was Molly's front line. She was an English woman who was friends with my father, would visit me at school, take myself and my friends out for high tea, and having me stay at her home with her father's pops during breaks too short to come home, which was all but Christmas. Her frontline approach was to be kind and loving mom to someone who didn't have one, and again, sharing her heart without selfishness. The frontline payoff was when my husband left me without warning or explanation, and at that time I asked my mother-in-law to join her and my father-in-law to church every Sunday. She agreed, and I haven't stopped going since. So because of their ministrations, they were constant, enduring, and loving. I stand here before you, being able to share my love to others, wherever, family, friends, co-workers or clients, clerks, and even jerks. Because God did not give up on my rebellious and confused and hurt, showing me his love through so many, but specifically my grandmother and mother-in-law, and loving people like Molly, who would show up at just the right moment to remind me that I was special and I was loved. And thanks be to God and to all of you who shine God's light on me and others on your front line.
Thank you. Thank you.